Hello everybody, Bubblezest here and welcome back to HOI4. In today's video we're going to be playing as Norway attempting the Northern Lights achievement. So let's begin, shall we, with our research slots. We're going to start off by grabbing the 36 sub and transport ships. And that's it for our research speciality, so electronical, mechanical engineering, industry, weapons and so on from here. Anyway, for our civs, let's just build more mills. For our dockyards, or should I say dockyard, convoys. Anyway, for focus we're going to do political effort. Gather up our army up and disband it, go to speed 5, and begin. Let's exercise this navy for a little while. We're going to need a tiny bit more XP. I don't know, 10 will do for now. Anyway, after political effort, we're going to do naval effort, hire ourselves the brown demagogue, and wait. We don't have the support to start flipping ideology, so we may as well do another focus beforehand. There we go, naval effort. Now we're going to rush all the way down to construction effort 3. Anyway, with transport ships and the 1936 subhull, just do, as I say, the standard research now. And let's create ourselves a variant of the 36 hull that we can actually use. There we go, torpedo tubes 1 and sub-engine 1. So it's cheap. And there we go, we can start spamming those out and just have them deployed to the fleet. We don't really need more convoys at this point, and we could just steal any convoys that we might need later. Anyway, we now have more than 10% support, so we can go to prepare for civil war and expand civil support. We need less than 50% stability to ignite a civil war, so we'll do this decision a few times until we get it. And after 2.5 expand civil support, it's now time to ignite our civil war. There we go. Now we'll just train up some cavalry units and have them rush down the victory points. Shouldn't take too long, although we will have to be careful in case they pump out any units. Anyway, let's get military access on an aggression patch from Italy, because with this, they'll start giving us Lend-Lease. There you go, our opinion of them is now 45, and they'll help us. What can you give us this first round, Italy? 600? Not bad at all. God, our democratic support is high. Could we just hold a referendum immediately to flip back? Oh my, is that going to happen? Now that would be funny. There you go, deploy, and go. But wait one day for org. Well, that took a little bit longer than I would have expected, but whatever, we are victorious. Good. But hey, no units were pumped out by the rebellion, so can't complain. Oh wait, we're the rebellion. Oh well, who cares? Right, now we'll start justifying on Oman, and build up our political power again. And since we are now no longer in a civil war, we can grab ourselves a free alliance with Germany. Thank you very much. We're going to go for 10 of our infantry division, which is this. It's not good, but it will do more than good enough to change all your units over to that division. And obviously, exercise them. Last thing you want is a green unit, you know. Oh no, not again. I knew we had too much support. Oh no, it's happened again. Right, it's happened again, so this is what we're going to have to do. Disband, wait a day. There we go, there's all our supplies, and send them to Spain. This extra civil war is unfortunate, but oh well, I'll manage it. If you're going to do this, probably wait a little longer before, you know, doing it. Because if you have over 60% support, this will just keep happening. There you go, that's all our supplies saved, and there we go, Civil War 2. Right, the same thing applies, we've just got to run all the way over here, so you know the drill. But positives, more Lend-Lease, so you know. And thank you, Prima de Rivera. Despite you being dead, you gave us all of our stuff back. How nice. Probably in your best interest to refuse the Anti-Comintern Pact. Well, yes, Germany will hate you. It means the Soviets don't hate you, and that means you can actually get Lend-Lease from them in due time. We're going to have to do something like Collectus Ethos, because we're in a lot of trouble with endless uprisings from the democracies. Anyway, we have enough political power by now. We should be able to go to the Dutch East Indies and justify on them too. Very good. We may as well go down to militarism, as doing all of this is going to sap our manpower so much. As you can see here, we don't have any. Oh great, so this time they did manage to put a unit out. That's fine, I'll just naval invade around them. Oh, not again. Again, we're going to have a civil war in our civil war. Right, 50 political power, let's go for anti-democratic raids. There we go, 59% support, that should prevent any more Norwegian civil wars. if you were probably going to flip, just wait a little bit longer until like the Norwegian election or something, and then you should have a bit more support. I did know that 60% causes civil wars, I just kind of didn't expect to have that high democratic support. Anyway, let's try and finish this up. There we go. That was weird. Very, very weird. Anyway, let's try and get our 10 infantry divisions together. In the meanwhile, the AI managed to get an extra mill. Not going to complain about that. Let's have that start to make artillery. And let's buy some steel. After militarism, we're going to do military youth because ideological support also gives stability. You know, party popularity modifier. There you go, justification on our mine is ready. Let's declare. Get as many divisions as we can for as much lend-lease as we can. Germany and Italy is all we have right now, but still, at least one of them should be able to help us a little bit. And by that I mean Italy. But hey, better than nothing at all. Finally, some weapons and some support equipment from Germany. Small quantities, but some nevertheless. At this point, we may as well go all the way down the armament efforts because the mills are more useful right now, to put all future mills into artillery. So, with a month until our invasion of the Dutch East Indies, let's improve relations with the Soviet Union to see what they have in stock for us, and prepare our naval invasion of the Dutch, which will just be in Amsterdam, Hague, Rotterdam, and this little tile down here. There are 3 divisions in the Rotterdam invasion, 1 in this little invasion, but 2 for the rest. Something like this will do. And it's time, so let's declare on the DEI. There we go, we should leave port right about now. Shouldn't be so hard. Oh, thank you, Germany. Try and encircle the city and support your attack. The German unit is literally just exercising while we're being attacked. Weird. Come on, not long now. And there you go. Capitulation of the Netherlands. Right, you know how this should work by now. Satellite the Dutch East Indies and puppet the rest. We're going to puppet Suriname and Curaçao out of the Dutch so we can get a few more factories maybe from them. And there you go, 4 more puppets for Norway. But most importantly, the Norwegian East Indies. So now we can luckily disband this army of ours and use the Dutch East Indies manpower. So let's use Division Designer, Norwegian East Indies, copy this template and make it our ideal template. So 1 battalion of infantry, 1 artillery, and support artillery. Now may as well keep this recon, why not? 15. There we go, and let's start off with 120 of those, see how far that gets us. And now it's just going to be lend-lease, 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 lend-lease. It's just how it works. So actually, that's a quite good delivery for us. The Soviets gave us 500 guns to start with, not bad. And Italy will give us 2,000, so we're pretty good. Don't worry about this manpower as much, it's more just manpower that the Dutch East Indies will provide. Anyway, we have a good amount of political power and command power, so let's go for the org expert. I always do like getting org. Of course, each month, refresh your lend-lease. The AI might have different equipment available at certain months, but right now, it's going good. We have 20 XP, so I'm going to go for a Spirit of the Army. I'm going to go for Inventive Leadership. We're going to be hiring quite a few generals, so if we can get a few commandos, tricksters, invaders, wouldn't hurt. But for other military staff, you can't go wrong with someone like an infantry expert. We'll probably go for the commando just for the XP gain. First 17 units are out good. We're going to leave 10 behind to eventually naval invade Oman. I've split the navy up so we should have more than enough range to get all the way. Yep, there we go. So we'll have 10 units, naval invade Oman when the time is right. But for the other 7, they'll be deploying in Germany. Just so I know where they are. So have them deploy on the fallback line, something like that. Oh, what do you know, I accidentally pressed the button. Whoops. Oh well, exercise so they're at least level 2. So 5 units in this first naval invasion. And 5 units into this other naval invasion. That'll do fine, and then Oman only has 1 or 2 divisions and we'll get them. And a free puppet to go along with that. We need at least 63 divisions in training to get 120, so we'll have that all queued up. There we go. Right, Germany's doing Sudetenland, which also means in 70 days Hungary will be flipping its ideology, so we're going to grab military access and non-aggression pact, which will again give us enough relations when they do. It's just that right now they're not aligned. Can save an XP so I can go for this. Flexible organisation. My favourite spirit of division command. Now I've got an extra research slot. Whatever focus you want to do doesn't really matter. Go for army effort if you want a cheaper doctrine. Go for an aviation effort. But I'm going to go for paramilitarism and ideological fanaticism. Really do like those. And with that, that's 120 divisions. Great. All these extra units are just for more weapons that we may or may not need. 20 days until the end of Czechoslovakia, so let's finally get rid of Oman. We've kept this up for some time. Let me guess. Yep, still only 1 to 2 divisions, which will be in Muscat. So, who knows, maybe we can get Invader on this general too. But that's what I've been waiting for, some Czech equipment. Nice. And that's it. Thank you, that took so long, but hey, got a free puppet out of it. And now, we need to prepare to invade Britain. So, let's get all of our units together. And don't forget to send the Navy all the way to something like Wilhelmshaven. What I've been doing with this railway, you see, it's only a level 1, but I've been connecting all of the ports that we have. I know it's not the best, but it's better than having none at all. I'm going to plop down this supply hub right here, and reorganize the railway system. Who knows, I'll plop down another, just in case if we can build 2. Because supply around here, as you can probably expect, is quite bad. So apparently we need a lot of trains, so you know what, gonna have to jump back on the production for a little while to get that going. Should have done this sooner, but oh well, better late than never. Let's promote Karl to Field Marshal. I was hoping to get someone like a brilliant strategist, but oh well. Right, Danziger War is imminent, so let's go over the plan. These 2 armies will invade Britain, so we have these 3 armies to deal with. These first 2 will go on the Swedish border. We'll use cheap war goals at some point to get Sweden, and eventually Finland, and probably Iceland, because Germany will declare on Denmark. And this extra army will be the one to help Germany take France. So they'll be on the Belgian border. Right, naval invasion of Britain. We're going to be doing the standard NSP invasion of Britain, so all these tiles around Newcastle and Hull. 2 units per naval invasion. My preference would be these tiles next to Dover and London, but we're probably not going to get the supremacy in the channel, so we have to go for this. UK should be lightly defended, but it all depends. Might have to go immediately once war is declared, we might have to go after France falls. It just depends on how lucky we get with the UK's naval AI. Anyway, our naval invasions are ready, but we don't have our units on strike force, so there we go. Who's prepared to lose supremacy immediately? Because I am. There we go. And lost. Oh well, we might get it. Right, I guess I have to send this army for the Benelux to help with Poland. Oh well, that's what it's there for. We can get cheap war goals on Sweden, so let's get one now. It will last at least 2 months, so it won't be so bad. Oh, and we've left ports, so our main focus now will turn to invading the UK. Don't know how full it will be. And the main problem is we have no force attack. Oh dear, this might be a problem. Try and encircle Newcastle, but of course also support. And that adds the encirclement penalty, so we should at least get Newcastle, which is more than enough. And Newcastle is ours, so we'll summon the rest. So like I said, try and encircle London, and hopefully the UK should spam out units, and we'll use that to gain war score. Be careful, your units will probably try to walk into London, so you might have to turn off your battle plan and micro them yourself. And London is encircled. Good. Now we should just flush out some of these remaining units and prepare to gain war score. As long as Germany, actually attacks the Benelux, which, they should be. Right, my war goal on Sweden expires soon, so I'm just going to have to use it. Oh well. They only have so many units. Just going to let that run. But anyway, the UK's already put out its first unit. Very nice. How much percent do we have? We already lead this conference, which is perfect. Those extra supply hubs I built are definitely coming in useful. We are attritioning, but not so bad. Anyway, I'm going to set... Oh, look, Belgium's guaranteed them, so that's going to be fun. So, I guess this is going to be interesting. Begin the slow march. And be called to arms. I'm being more proactive in this war than Germany is. Anyone remember when the Norwegian Indonesians took Paris? Because that's just what happened. Goodbye, France. Well, there. Funnily enough, I got most of the occupation on that. And here's Iceland. Currently justifying on Finland, just so I have a quick justification, but I'll justify on them soon enough. Doesn't look like the UK is pumping, but considering we have 51% of the war score by basically doing everything, I guess it works out. And down goes Sweden. Since Iceland probably won't have units, we're going to have to naval invade Iceland to get them in the peace deal. So just have one unit go from whichever port and just go there. I know, supply's a nightmare, but it will do. Sorry, Iceland. I don't know why Ireland is trying to defend you, but you know what? Can't complain. Can I? Never mind. Anyway, unit destroyed. And hey, I guess we get Ireland for free, so there's positives for us. Not for them, though. Also going to go for Greenland, as we need it to. Right, first step of the plan is done. I just asked Germany for the Danish state, and we can restore the Kalmar Union. Good. And now let's go after Finland. This poor unit is just going to have to walk without supply all the way there. With the extra army, which, to be honest, I've kind of forgotten about, I'm going to naval invade Helsinki and Turku, just so we have a slightly longer front line. Well, now the Soviets have joined the party. Whoops, that was not how I intended that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Who knows, maybe the Soviets can take away war score from the Italians and the Germans. Well, that was a long march for those units, but we got Iceland. Well, at least we took the port, so now we can continue on. Germany, give me the Faroe Islands. Thank you. And that should conclude the next step of the plan, proclaiming Nordic unity. There we go, Nordic Empire now. And now we can finish. So we finish up with 54% of the war score. The Soviets got 9, Italy 14, and Germany 20. That's great. For the Northern Lights achievement, we need ourselves, Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland in a faction. Now, I've done the Nordic Empire, so I have cores on pretty much all of them. So what I'm going to do is take everything from them apart from like one state and puppet them there. The beauty of this is we get the formidable nation and all the benefits, but we still have them around. So unfortunately, we are going to have to puppet Iceland, I think. I don't know, but I just want to be sure. Would rather play safe and get the achievement than not, you know. For Finland, you need to be careful because, of course, the Soviets have claims, so you might want to leave some states that the Soviets want. So these 3. Right, I think that's the peace deal done. There you go, we took 72 states, Germany took 20, the Soviets took 3, Italy 27, Slovakia 1. Most importantly for us, though, Greater Finland, Sever Reich, not going to pronounce that, and the North Sea Empire. All are puppets. The Raj, and so on, so I got a good deal out of this. Funnily enough, Luxembourg is still around because Germany never declared on them. Right, can I say the achievement is done? No? You want me to make a faction? Alright, I'll make a faction. Give me a minute. Right, what am I going to call this faction? I present to you the real uber nice epic sweet cool awesome ponage epic and the Northern Lights achievement, as we as a Scandinavian country have all the other Scandinavians in our faction. Look at that blue. We reign somewhat supreme in somewhat parts of the world, but you know, works for us. I'm definitely not going to keep this faction around though, I'm just going to go right back to the Axis. But you know, for a moment, the big blue all over the world. And it's the same colour as the United Kingdom of Portugal and Brazil, isn't it? But oh well, we got our achievement. You know, the Northern Lights is a funny little achievement because you can go around and do it in so many ways. You can do it with Sweden, Finland, Iceland if you want. It's pretty fun. Maybe there is some videos at some point where I do the Northern Lights as other nations. I mean, when I did it as Sweden. Maybe you could do it as Denmark. Who knows, you could get the Communist Danish achievement if you tried to pair it. But, I don't know. But here is definitely where we're going to call it. We, as Norway, expanded and took control of Scandinavia. We have 102 civs, 2 million manpower, and plenty of potential. So until next time everybody, this has been me, Bubble Zest, doing the Northern Lights achievement as Norway. I thank you for watching, I do hope you've enjoyed it. Leave any suggestions in the comments below for future videos. But in fact, this was a request for a guide, so if you have any ideas, do let me know. I'm always looking for new video ideas. But until we meet again, goodbye everyone.